Very simple. Eyes fixated on a particular spot. When you have that spot, just taking a deep breath and releasing that breath. As you release that breath, you begin to feel a whole sense of relaxation from the crown of your head working its way down across your forehead, across your eyelids. You may even feel your eyelids getting heavy. And as things begin to go fuzzy, when I say the number one, you'll close your eyes. Two, you'll open your eyes. All the time, remembering that you are getting more and more relaxed down your jaw, down your neck. One, closing your eyes. That's right. Going deeper and deeper. And as the deeper you go, the better you feel. And the better you feel, the deeper you go. Down to a state of total relaxation. You may begin to feel your head fall forward, perfectly balanced, but your head is relaxed, so it can just drift forward. But you're in perfect balance, perfect symmetry, but you're going 10 times deeper, deeper than you've ever been. With each inhale, more relaxed. With each exhale, deeper still. And as you go deeper, you're going to go into the higher vibration. That place where you know that you are communing with the royal cluster. Now, as you come to them, they have messages for you. But before we go to the royal cluster, as they lead us closer, you want to go back and just remember your day, what you did an hour ago. And now it's time to go back even further to the time that we can remember as a child being held. We're looking at a new experience of our parents and those around us. Everything's new. The light is new. The air is new. Breathing for the first time. It's all new and exciting and exhilarating and energy just flowing. And now we go a little further back from there, returning to the womb, feeling the comfort and the warmth of the womb. You may even have emotions going right now. Embrace those emotions. We're gonna come up. We're gonna come up right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back. Eyes open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back. Eyes open. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Shake it off. Seem to be having some ab reaction there.
So much love just from him.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
So many wonderful memories.
Okay. We want to bring that up. We want to just look at that for a moment. Okay. Wonderful emotions, wonderful memories coming out. Take a deep breath and deep sleep. Back down we go. Deep, 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 deep down we go. And deeper still. There we go. Back to the wonderful memories, the love that we feel. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Deeper still. There we go. Back to the memory of the womb. The comforting darkness, the tightness. Experience the entire presence of the womb. The communication, the connection. And as we're experiencing that, we can glance over to whichever side that's you can remember. There's a door. And when you see that door, you want to go, you're drawn to that door. And we're going to step through that door into a past life. And we're now in that experience. Embrace your surroundings of that experience. who you are in this new life. It may be day, it may be night, but embrace it all. Looking down at our hands, we see who we are, what we are. We walk around for a moment, experiencing the environment, the sounds, the people, the smells, all to bring us to a consciousness of who we are. And we take that life and we go back further for that life, for the day. Whether an adult or a child, we go back a few days and we see the experience that we're having that day. And as we're preparing for sleep in that existence, we're going to regress back to the womb. When you're back in the womb, go ahead and nod your head.
This woman's not as good as my mother in this life.
Okay, so we're going to go back to that door. And when you see the door, go ahead and go through it and nod your head once you're through.
I think it's important
Mm-hmm.
to that I saw all the doors of exit the womb.
Uh-huh.
A door that I wanted to go to, but instead I'm starting to almost go up like a ethereal staircase now.
Okay, so we're going to ascend that staircase. Let's begin to ascend the staircase. With each step, we're going to become more relaxed. As we get closer to the top, we're being more relaxed, more in tune with where we are. We're reaching a higher plane. And now what we're going to do, when you're ready, when you get to the upper platform, we're going to go into a spiritual journey. And we'll take this journey only when you're ready. When you're ready, just nod your head. All sound, there we go. All of a sudden, immediately, we're catapulted into an astral plane. The colors, the stars, the sights, the sounds. It's almost as you see the oranges, the purples, and the reds. You're seeing now the universe of the great universal spirit. And the great universal spirit has instructed you that he has given to you the mother God of living waters and the mother Eve of all first creations. We're looking now to communicate with them, and when you're ready, nod your head and they will come to you. And when they come to you, you will present now to them. I want you to see your hands. And in your hands, you're holding your writings. And you're going to present them now for their critique, for their correction, for their clarification. Once you present the writings to them and they have them, go ahead and nod your head. Now that they have them, they're reviewing them. And of the writing that they and the information that they already gave you, they are well pleased. And now I want you to open yourself up and go deeper. as they begin to explain to you any and all understanding and clarification, all fact checking. The royal cluster is now giving you what the cosmic family wants the world to know. As you receive these messages, you may feel energy, you may feel joy, you may feel a sense of almost overwhelming happiness, but receive the messages. And I want you to ask one of the royal family to be your guide.
She's already stepped forward.
Excellent.
She stepped forward. It is
And she's going to take.
mother of all first mothers. She says, I will be your guide through this. So she exuded herself out of my body, and she floated the pages of the book to this glacial. I'm hearing like it's a water. That's I was carried to a water that
Excellent.
is beyond the waters here. So she took every page apart in the book, and she's scanning them through colors. But Mother Eve of all first creations will be my guide through this.
Okay. Now I want you to ask Mother Eve, as she's scanning the records and clarifying and fact checking, ask her in your mind or audibly, whichever you see fit, if she will guide you to the Akashic records.
Okay. She's telling me to hold her hand. We're gonna walk over on the water. So we're walking on the water as Mother God of Living Water still has all the pages that she's proofreading, but we are walking on the water, through the water.
Experience that and feel that.
It's very velvety. The water is very wet and warm and silky. And it's like every time I put my foot down, it's like it's a little not sticky, but it's like you feel every step, and every time you pull up your foot to take another step. It's a very beautiful, intelligent water, and very comforting and loving, just like my mother, my earth mother here in this life, just like her womb. It's very beautiful. It's very warm.
So with every step, I want you to allow that buoyancy, that energy to permeate through your body, from your root chakra to your crown chakra, with each step. Because as she's guiding you towards the Akashic records. And she's preparing you to receive the messages that are before you. When you were stopped before in your astral projection, it was not because of someone trying to prevent you. It's quite possible that you were not ready. So now as you begin to walk, embrace all that's going on right now. The feeling, the sound, the warmth, the love. That's right. That's right. Let it permeate all through your entire being. With each and every step more and more relaxed. Relaxation, but also the duality of feeling relaxed and excited. Excited and relaxed. And when she brings you to that point of receiving or seeing the Akashic records, go ahead and just nod your head and enjoy it.
I'm not there yet.
Continue to walk and enjoy.
She says, trust and it will appear. Okay.
So each step in that energy is to bring you to a place of a higher plane of trust. Each step, dropping off all negativity. There you go. All baggage, lighter and lighter, light as a feather. With everything you drop, more trust comes in. More and more trust. Prepare yourself. All the resources you need are within.
I think there's a message coming.
Receive it.
After I walked on the water, I turned into a giant that was very red. And as I continued to walk, then there was a ladder beyond the waters. And the water started to separate itself, pull back from me. As I started to go up the ladder, I became smaller. So what Mother of all first creations is making me understand is that humanity isolates themselves a lot. We allow the hardships of life to turn our heart red, because cold. We allow the separation. It's like we put ourselves in impossible places. Like we sometimes put ourselves so high that we can't come back down to earth. So it's like we allow the sin, the things that we've done, the things we feel bad about, to separate us, and it makes a prison for ourselves. So what good is it to be this big giant that is so egotistical that it's isolated and alone, and it actually becomes small? Humanity needs to know this, because the egos of this humanity has ran rapid, and everyone wants to be big and everyone wants to be a giant, but they are a caged in giant, that their ego and their selfishness has caged them in, and now they are a giant unto themselves for no reason at all. She's saying that we have to be separated from the waters. It's the only way to appreciate that warm, velvety, comforting, motherly, nurturing touch. So they want me to understand the royal cosmic family, is that they allow us to go into our haughtiness state, to go even more into our ego state, to go even more into our pride state, so that we can be isolated, so that we could see that just because you're big and inflated doesn't mean that you will be happy. So just because you have a lot of earthly things and you a showboat, you can show off to other people in humanity, it won't make you happy if you are inflated, and therefore you are in a world on your own that is separated from Mother's loving waters. So this is why people always want to know on this earth planet, why does God allow bad things to happen? It's because the water is the only true nourishment. It is the only true way of existing, the pure spirit waters, which is just pure existence. We separate ourselves from it just as much as we have the authority to drink water every day. It's just as easy. as we have the authority to make bad choices, to set ourselves apart, but not be set apart through righteousness, but be set apart through our ego. So in a way, it's like we empty out our own cup, and they allow this to happen to show us to ourselves. But they want humanity to understand that the waters are always there. The water has never left. The pure existence has never left. It's just for us to humble ourselves in all of the organization, the hierarchy that humanity has built. We have created Jacob's ladder. It's time for us to reverse those steps back down the ladder and just become one again, just become water again in the complete body of the Christ body. We've experienced the separation, especially here in America. We have experienced the pendulum swing. We have experienced the fight for this grandiose life. We've experienced that, which is why they are allowing America to experience a pendulum swing to the left so they can experience hardships. Ultimately, because we did not step back down Jacob's ladder on our own to re-emerge ourselves back into the water, into the oneness spirit, they are allowing the pendulum swing to happen, not just in America, but around the world. So that hardships, if you were experiencing good things, you will now experience hardships. If you were experiencing hardships, you will now start to experience good things. But it's only to bring the balance in the end so that we can come back to the middle to transcend this duality focal point. So this is one of the messages they would like me to include of why did God leave? Why did God leave? Why does horrible things happen if God exists? This is why you have to be separated in order to. Okay, so what they're saying is none of this is forced. If you want to separate, if you want to hype yourself up on haughtiness and ego and pride, you have the choice to do that. The water will always be there. So it's not that God has separated itself from humanity, as rather humanity has decided to walk another path, the path of the ego, the path of greed and materialism. This is a path that is a destructive, false path. It is a matrix path. It is not a path, a foundational path is what they're calling it. It's not a foundational path. Therefore, it will never lead to anything edifying when, in fact, you've already had all of the nourishment as you were in your mother's womb. That's all the nourishment you will ever need. So you just need to return back to the waters. But I cannot force you. The only thing I can do is if you say you want to leave, is I will not chase you. The water will never chase. The water is still. It's your choice.
Deep breath in, exhale out. Now we will begin the process of returning. We want to thank the the cosmic family, in particular, the mother of all first creations, mother of the divine waters. We want to thank them for the message that they have given you. Deep breath in. As we begin to take our step down the ladder, becoming a giant again, and then becoming small again. Enjoying that traverse across the water.
She's proofread all of the pages that were in the water. Now, as I'm walking back through the water, as myself. The pages are merging with me.
Excellent.
It's beautiful.
So enjoy as it all the resources that they've given you are now returning back to you as source, not just resource. You are now source. Enjoy it and take it all in as we step back across the water, remembering the buoyancy and the power and the energy as we walk across the water. Now returning back to the comfort of the first womb, the love and the joy, feeling completely safe, exiting the birth canal, experiencing the first lights, the first contacts, experience our happiest moment now as a child. Moving now into adulthood, returning to our place where we were asleep, awaking in the morning, enjoying the light of the sun, of the first daylight. And now we begin to count you up from 5. 4, it's now time to come back. 3, to be. 'The voice of the nations. 2 and 1, returning back. And hey, what's going on?
Hey. Oh my God, that was amazing. Wow. It was amazing. Thank you so much.
All information is retained. You are no longer going for a resource. You are now source.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh God.
That was quite amazing. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling
How you
really,
feeling, BB?
I'm feeling great. You know what's funny? Like, you never know what memories you're gonna have. Like, it just goes to show you, and it's just, I appreciate my mother and I appreciate my father so much, because
Excellent.
even when I look back, even though I've experienced hardships in this life, especially as of late, the past few years, but when it comes down to it, it's those foundational memories that anchor us.
Right.
It's just so beautiful. And this is the first time I've ever experienced that. And now I see, you know, when I was abreacting, I had a client that was abreacting and her memories weren't good. And just goes to show you, we cried the same watery tears. But we can experience the duality of it. As I experience beautiful memories, some people experience horrific memories, and I'm grateful. That's nourishment right there.
Which is one reason I brought you out of that secondary womb, because when you said this is not as the same, I said, let's come out of that one.
That one was, that one, I'm gonna say, so that one was big as hell. That was like, I was like, is this like a 500-pound woman? Because this woman, it didn't, and it wasn't like that, because I felt that the mother in that life was very small. It just, she wasn't very, she was cold.
Very
Wasn't
cold.
and
warm, right.
comforting, you know,
But when you went through the door the first time, what did you see?
I actually saw that when I exited out of my mother's womb, my mother's womb, no, I exited out of my mother's side, like her back, but like kind of not symmetrical, just kind of off to the left. And so then there was like 2 doors that I saw. Because of the angle where I exited, I didn't see like all the way forward. I only saw from the angle where I exited. There were 2 doors. One was red and one was blue. It wasn't a blue, it was a tealish color that I've seen in other meditations before. So I knew that was the door to go in. And then after that, I saw myself as like it was 1953. And I was like, I was a mulatto. I think it was 19. I can remember that. I was 19. I had a slip on, you know, back in the day, people wore slips, had some little rollers in my hair. And I think I was like getting ready. It was nice. It was very peaceful and very nice. But just you holding space for me to be me and to have this experience and get confirmation on my book, because I want to make sure when this goes out into the world that it is exactly the message that is A, 100% accurate, and B, exactly what humanity needs to hear at this time. So thank you for allowing me to kind of spiritually proofread my book. You're an editor. You're gonna get credit for this.
Oh, wow. Well, you're quite welcome.
Thank you. So yeah, so guys, if you would like to book a session with Oscar, a wonderful master hypnotist, hypnotherapist, I mean, he can help with anything. I mean, if you can help me, girl, I mean, I think you can help anybody.
If you want to reach out to me, I can be reached. Let me give the number where I can be reached. It's 631-780-4833.
So I just appreciate you so much. And I don't want to take too much more of your time, but I just want to say thank you very much for this very important meeting of the spirit minds.
You're welcome.